Hey bitches, it's Heather Ryan coming to you from Des Moines, Iowa with Bitches Get Stuff Done.
And Blythe Potter in Bargersville, Indiana.
So much to talk about today. I could not wait to record today because of what happened to me yesterday while protesting. Oh my God. I know that you know the basics, Blythe, but I am going to give you all the skinny now because
yes,
it has to be one of the most surreal things I have ever experienced. So, you know, I've been protesting since I was 10, like literally. I have been, for the past 43 years, I've been a protester. I've never gotten paid for it, which really pisses me off because I could really use the dough. But
think about how much money you would have.
Oh my God, I'd have at least $10 by now. Jeez. Put a down payment on a candy bar. So I was protesting yesterday with, it stemmed from this coalition called the Visibility Brigade, but that wasn't who was putting it on yesterday. It was just like this group of activists. So we were acting on our own. And our sign on the bridge, if you're familiar with the Visibility Brigade, they have these gigantic signs that go across bridges, like overpasses. And the sign was huge. It's gigantic letters, and it spelled out Trump equals Hitler. And we knew that that was provocative. So the woman that organized it, Nikki, she actually brought pepper spray, and she's showing me the pepper spray before, you know, when we're putting up the signs. And I'm like, oh, I've never had that problem. Not once ever. I've been protesting my whole life. I've never had to deal with somebody that needs to be pepper sprayed. Son of a bitch, if that yesterday wasn't that day. Holy crap. We were just about done. Good protest, peaceful. There was maybe like 5 or 6 of us older women. Nobody was under the age of 40. I think Nikki was the youngest, and she's somewhere around 40, and everybody else was my age and up. And this guy comes up. I did not see him come up, and he pulls up his truck and he parks it in the middle of the road. And he jumps over this like
in the middle of the bridge, not just the road, the bridge. He was parked on the bridge.
Right. Yes. And just ran across the bridge and jumps over the barrier that keeps pedestrians separate from the traffic. And I didn't see him until he was jumping over the barrier, and he was screaming, "What are you going to do? What are you going to fucking do? Who's going to fucking stop me?" And that's when I'm like, oh, I better record this. So I hit record, and by that time he was pulling down our signs and just screaming bloody murder. His face is all red, like he's like so angry he could just pop like a giant zit. And I'm like, dude, hey. And I mean, it really caught me off guard. I mean, I've never had to deal with anything like that. So I genuinely didn't know how to respond. So at first I'm like, dude, why are you doing this? Hey, dude, what are you doing? What? And then he gets real aggressive, and he pushes one of the ladies, and he's like, don't touch me. But at the same time, he's ripping our shit to pieces. And then he pushes one of the ladies and you know, throws us, pushes her sign into her head and all that shit. And the whole time I'm recording saying, dude. And then he says, well, of course, he was like, fuck you, fuck all you. And then he says, you all are assholes. And then for whatever reason, that was my bam. I'm the asshole motherfucker. Oh my God, I lost my shit. I'm the asshole. Oh, hell to the motherfucker. No. So that's when I lost my shit. And I was like, oh, really, motherfucker? Well, what? And then I just went crazy about like, yeah, go protect your pedophile. Go protect. Yeah. So I caught it all on tape. But oh my God, I was so shook up. You know, and then he did get pepper sprayed. So Nikki did.
I was going to ask if that happened because I don't remember seeing that in the video.
She said that she pepper sprayed him, but I didn't see her do it. What I can tell you is that I tasted it. So I know it happened because I got some of it, and it was not pleasant. But she said that the reason he turned around at the end, if you watch the video, he turns around and he points at us. She said that might have been because she pepper sprayed him and he might have been angry.
Yeah.
But I didn't actually see her pepper spray him. But then he gets back in his car. We're all like, what the fuck just happened? And I recorded it, but then I had to go straight to a supervisor meeting in Madison County. So from Des Moines to Madison County is 35 minutes and then back. And the meeting was 2 hours long. The whole time I'm thinking about this thing, I'm all shook up. Like, I was shook. I didn't even think to call the police. That's how shook up. Huh?
I bet.
Yeah. It was like nothing I've ever experienced. So we all talked today via text message, me and the other ladies, and we all filed police reports against him.
Good.
And the video that I put together of it has gone crazy. gangbusters, insane. I posted it last night, and Tizzy Ent, if you're not familiar, he's a gigantic content creator. He picked it up later this afternoon. So
nice.
He's got 7.5 million followers on TikTok, and my Instagram is blowing up. I never do well on Instagram, so it's just bizarre. My phone's been going bing, 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 with all the people commenting and sharing everything. It's been crazy. And even the Des Moines Register emailed me and asked me to send them the video. So
nice.
For whatever it's worth, I think the local media might actually pick it up, whereas they don't normally pick up protests and stuff. They haven't been.
You know what's really so sad about this? Well, this is all speculation, of course. But his real anger is probably with himself and the fact that he legit trusted Donald Trump to do something beneficial, and he's done nothing good for anybody. I mean, he truly hasn't. No. And like, I understand that anger that he has, but it's a shame that he took it out on you two. Like, he's more mad that what the sign said was correct than anything else.
Yeah. I mean, could he prove my point better? It said Trump equals Hitler. Dude, you're acting like a fascist, bro. You know, the only person's opinion that matters.
Can you imagine? Like, he's got to be mortified acting. I mean, I have done some regrettable shit in my life. Most of it, thank God, was pre-phones in our pockets all the time.
Yeah.
But like, can you imagine like being caught on your worst moment like that?
Fuck. And he saw that we were recording. I wasn't the only one recording. Poor Nikki. He
had to have assumed you would.
Right? Nikki did this thing that I always do. She thought she hit record and she actually hit stop. I do that so often. I do that so often.
I've done it too.
Because I have bifocals, so I often can't see close up. So she did the same thing. So she thought she got all this recording. She did not. So fortunately,
thankfully you got it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Geez Louise. So I'll let you know what happens. I did not know that someone can come up on you and just want to fist fight you and make you feel unsafe. And that is assault.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until today when we filed the police report. And apparently this guy has a history. He's got a domestic violence with a weapon. He's got some drug charges in his past. I mean, he's exactly what you would think he would be. 100%.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yes. And he's like this 68-year-old Southsider who just apparently has some anger issues.
Some?
Right.
But I mean, think about it. That is what, because Iowa's been a red supermajority for a long time, right?
10 years. Mm-hmm.
Okay. But even before that, there was probably predominant Republican presence. But okay, let's pretend it's only 10 years. But I mean, that's what bad politics and bad social services and bad social justice does.
Mm-hmm.
To even old white men.
Yeah, he clearly could use some mental health care.
Yes. And he's probably broke as fuck. He's probably resorted to violence and drugs in his past because he's broke as fuck. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. And so many people have said this online, and I'm sure it's true. He targeted us because we were a group of old ladies. Yeah. He would have never done this if he thought that someone was going to, fight back, like literally fight back. And he had to have known that we weren't going to stop him. That's exactly what he was saying when he came up on us. Who's going to stop me? What the fuck are you going to do? And the answer is nothing.
He was waiting for one of you to throw a punch. I guarantee it.
Probably. Mm-hmm. But he did hit me with the sign. And so that is technically, not just hurt me, no. But technically he did.
But the whole situation is assault.
I was grateful that he didn't kill us. I'm not going to lie. That's why I was so shook up, because he seemed like the kind of guy that would carry a gun.
He probably had a gun on him. I would guarantee you, somewhere on his person or in his car, he had a gun.
Yeah. A lot of people were like, well, you should have just put the signs back up and just stood. I was like, no, we cleaned up and we GTFO'd, because I didn't want to take the chance that he's going to come back with a weapon. Because we were just grateful.
More friends.
Yeah.
One post, one tweet, one text, and he's got 20 people there.
Well, he doesn't seem to have any socials, which is weird. Any socials. We can't find him at all on socials.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Well, that means he won't find this podcast, probably.
Well, I imagine he's gotten a call from the popos by now, so.
Oh, I should hope so.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not the state troopers that got you. They'll be like, oh, yeah,
No.
her.
Fortunately, it's just Des Moines police. So, no, it was not the troopers. And at first I was a little concerned because the troopers take care of the interstate. And this would have happened kind of interstate related because we were over the overpass.
Yeah.
But fortunately, it was the Des Moines police. Thank God. And they were very helpful.
I'm good. I'm glad they were helpful. I'm glad it was a good interaction. I'm glad everyone was safe. And now we're going to take a very quick, whatever that thing is called, commercial break.
Bitches Get Stuff Done, the podcast, is brought to you in part by the upcoming self-guided lesson book, Fight Like a Bitch, Modern Strategies for Social Activists to Fight Back Against the Wave of Authoritarianism. Help support publishing this book with a Kickstarter pledge at bitchesgetstuffdone.org.
Okay, it's time to talk about the Epstein
I legit
files.
almost said recess. Yeah, we need to talk about the Epstein files because no one's fucking talking about the fucking files.
Right.
And I want to tell you something else that I'm a little embarrassed to admit. But remember when Trump was hiding those boxes of files in his bathroom in Mar-a-Lago?
Yeah.
Those were probably the Epstein files.
What? Like evidence?
Yes. Wouldn't it make sense? Someone made a comment about that and I was like, oh, that would make sense.
That actually, now that you're saying it, it never occurred to me until just now when you're saying it, but it would make sense, right?
But tell me this. Why the fuck would you keep it if that's the case? That shit would have been on fucking fire if it were me.
It's got to be digitized by now, though, right? Even if he has the hard copy stuff, I would think all of it's got to be digitized.
I would think, just knowing what I know of military, there's at least 2 or 3 hard copies. Multiple places have them, and it's on files and the interwebs somewhere. Like, it's got to be. I would think.
And that's the part that I just don't understand why we haven't heard anything yet, right? Because there's hundreds of people who've worked this case. So at some point, somebody's going to come out and say, this is what is in those files. At some point, right?
I hope so. However, I am sure there are documents upon documents of people who've had those files in their eyesight where they have signed saying that they will not disclose this information. So I want to say yes, and I hope that there are going to be some whistleblowers. But what are the repercussions?
Yeah, and not just.
And are there like? Yeah,
I think a lot.
And I don't know if there's like a statute of limitations on that. I don't know. I don't know. I would hope that I would find a way to get that out. If that were me, knowing, I mean, it's such a big deal for so many reasons. Not the least of which is because Donald Trump is involved. Like, you think about the number of children and women who were, I just can't. I can't even imagine.
Yes, agreed. Yeah. The fact that it's right now all about Donald Trump, I'm sure, is very painful for the victims, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure that other politicians who are named on there on both sides of the aisle are sweating their asses off from it.
I don't know that they are, Blythe. I really don't know that they are, because they know that they've got each other's back. They have to. There's no fucking way they think they're going to get caught and held accountable. There's no fucking way.
Yeah, maybe. I guess I always forget that people like that don't think like me. Like,
it'd be like me having dirt on you.
I have the worst conscience. Like, it would eat me alive. It would eat me alive.
But if you
literally, I would go insane.
If we had dirt on each other, we're not going to tell on each other, right? Even if you don't like me, you're not going to put that dirt out there because you know
having dirt on you. I think having dirt on you, having gossip on you is or even dirt.
Career-ending dirt. Like, like this will ruin your fucking life dirt. And that's what these files would do.
It would, but my brain could not handle keeping something like that to myself.
That's why we're not in the files.
Well, that's true. And I forget that people don't think that way. Much like the Heritage Foundation douchebag who is now in charge of labor and statistics and our whatever economy BS.
Right. The Bureau
screw all that up.
Statistics. Yes. So they fired the actual person who was an expert in the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and they are replacing her with, I just dropped my
I was like, oh, what is she showing me? Oh, nothing.
They're replacing her with a guy named E.J. Antoni, Antoni. And he is just a Heritage Foundation douche, and that's his entire resume. Heritage Foundation douche. I'm pretty sure it's actually on his Indeed. Douche is his title.
It has to be on his Indeed. And all he's going
to do, 100%. And his entire job is going to be to suck up to Trump and tell him that the labor statistics are amazing. And I did not realize till freaking yesterday how important this job is. And I don't know why I didn't realize it, but I didn't.
Because it had been handled ethically and appropriately for long enough, we did not have to worry about it.
Yeah,
obviously a woman was in charge of it.
Right. That's 100% why Donald Trump wanted to get rid of her, because she was competent and telling him the truth about the stats.
Yep.
But he's doing terrible stuff to the economy that will tank the economy. But apparently this guy...
I don't think that they realize... I think we may have a lag on our audio.
We definitely have a lag.
I think it might be us. There's some storms in the area, so that might be it. So I may lose light again.
Struck by lightning again.
I don't even know what we're talking about. The woman got fired. This
guy single-handedly can completely decimate the American economy, just because if he's that incompetent and he's giving out bad stats, no one's going to want to invest in America.
Yeah.
I didn't know any of that because I don't ever have any money to invest in America. So it's not,
but I imagine it will hurt people like me, small business owners who need capital to expand or whatever, when the economy tanks. If this data is not good, that's going to affect loans and stuff in the country, as well as like foreign investors. Foreign investors, they don't fucking need that data to stay the fuck away. They're not touching America right now. Nobody wants anything to do with what we are doing. It is that bad. It's bad. Oh, except for data centers. Fucking data centers.
We have our fair share of data centers here. Jesus Christ.
They're trying to take over Indiana.
Yeah, Iowa too. And we give them all kinds of tax incentives to do it.
Of course, for decades upon decades.
And destroys our fucking water.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we don't already have enough problems.
We're down there at the bottom with air, water quality as well. So it's really bad. Russia has hacked our federal court system. It is my opinion that Donald Trump just gave Putin the pass key for all of these things. But Trump's response was, yep, that's what Russia does.
Oh my God.
That's what they do. Like,
now,
I don't serious right now?
I don't know the story. So what exactly did they hack?
I don't know. I don't actually know what that means that they hacked the federal court system. I imagine that means they can see probably things that are on dockets, pending cases, things like that. It could also be personal information about employees of the federal court system. I don't know. I don't know what that means.
Do you think it could be investigations?
Oh, I'm sure.
So, like, what they're looking into and stuff? Like, what base cases they're building and such?
I mean, if Putin's on the Epstein list, that he would have a reason to go into the federal court system.
That's true. I had not thought about that. Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, think about the relationship that Trump and Putin have historically had. It would be weird for him to not be involved in that in any capacity.
No, you're right. And they were recruiting quote unquote models from Soviet bloc countries for years. So yeah, that actually tracks.
Yeah. Some of it probably, yeah, it would not surprise me. So I don't know the ins and outs. I was just an Aaron Parnas post. But Aaron Parnas also told us today that ChatGPT poisoned someone because he was ChatGPTing how to reduce his sodium intake, and ChatGPT recommended something that's used in pesticides.
Jesus
And the
God.
guy took it.
Oh my
I
God.
know.
I mean, I don't want to laugh
It's not
at him,
funny, but also like that's how bad our medical system is. That people are resorting to fucking ChatGPT for medical
And
advice.
not just medical. I'm going to go one further and say educational system. Why would you be taking pesticide and thinking this should work, right? This will bring down my salt intake.
I know. Could you not read the label that probably said "Do not fucking ingest"?
Right?
Well, this is assuming he knew to check the label. I mean, people, our educational outcomes are not very strong in several states here. So
Yeah, yeah. I was
it's
one of them.
bad.
We used to have amazing education here in Iowa. We were always way at the top of the list for the states. It was always like us in Minnesota. We had this like nice little competition going. Who's going to be the best year this year? Not anymore. Nope. That's all gone. For the
Now you
past
get
10
to
years.
compete for who's the worst.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah. Well, let's take another commercial break.
Sounds great.
Bitches Get Stuff Done is brought to you in part by Blythe Potter, seeking the Democratic nomination for Indiana's Secretary of State in 2026. Blythe wants to increase voter turnout as well as voter registration and use the NBiz website to help share and teach sustainable business practices for the business leaders in Indiana and bring boring back to the Secretary of State's office. Blythe needs to raise about $10,000 a month to try to flip Indiana's Secretary of State office blue. And remember, turning a red state blue benefits the entire country, even if you can't vote for us. To donate, visit BlythePotter.com. Paid for and authorized by Friends of Blythe Potter. Use of military rank titles or photographs in uniform does not imply endorsement by the Department of the U.S. Army or Army Reserves or the Department of Defense.
Okay, Blythe, tell me what you got coming on. What's coming up for you?
Oh my goodness. That is an excellent question. Well, I will be at IDEA tomorrow, which is Thursday the 14th through Sunday. And then Sunday evening, I believe I will be in Owen County. I cannot remember. There's a picnic or something happening that evening, and now I don't remember where I'm supposed to be. But I will look that up. I will make content about it. There are protests planned for Camp Atterbury, definitely on August 24th. I'm not sure what other dates are happening. There's a lot going on in different areas of the state for the ICE protests or music festivals, whatever we are calling them. But I'll post about those too and get better information about it because I will be speaking at the one on the 24th. I just can't remember what time that said it was.
Excellent. Well, here I've got the Wingding is tomorrow. It's a big fundraiser up in northern Iowa, over where Steve King territory. If you're familiar with Representative Steve King, he was a Nazi that was a representative for the state of Iowa for years. That's up there. So I'll be at the Wingding tomorrow. And then, of course, Saturday we've got the Zach Nunballs Town Hall at the library. And Moms for Liberty is hosting a day at the library. The women who ban books are hosting an event at the library. So we will be protesting that at 10 o'clock at the Franklin Library, but we will meet at the coffee house that we always meet at for our regular meetings, and then we'll all caravan over there so we can all go at the same time. And also, of course, my book is done, super done, except I'm so glad that I decided to go with a print-on-demand company because you can update it whenever you need to. And now that I realize that my chapter about how Trump people have never actually encountered me and engaged, I can update that to say, it's smart to be prepared with some mace or some pepper. Pepper gel is apparently a thing, and it sprays out more stronger, I guess, than pepper spray. Because the pepper spray, because it was so windy, it went into my face and her face and everybody. But the gel, apparently, who knew? Apparently goes straight into someone's face and burns like hell. So I'll have to update my book with that, but otherwise it'll be available next time we talk.
Nice. On Sunday, I'll be in Monroe County for their picnic from 4 to 7, which will be in Bloomington.
Oh, okay, great.
And then a few other things. Something I think we need to start considering for messaging, just a blanket statement. We're all realizing that Trump and the Republicans have lied about everything that they were going to do to benefit us. So why would we believe that they were not lying about how terrible the Democrats are? Now, I'm not saying we are perfect, and I'm not saying that they've made zero mistakes, those who have been elected Democrats. But if you happen to be someone who identifies as a Republican or knows people who do, maybe just suggest to them that there have been a lot of lies in this administration and the Republicans for many decades. Perhaps give us another shot. And Democrats, we need to be doing a little better too. We need to be communicating better, and we need to be practicing what we preach. So,
yeah, credit where it's due. Gavin Newsom.
Oh my God, yes! Talk about changing the Democratic Party!
Oh
Holy
my God.
shit!
Oh my God. So if you guys didn't see, I stumbled upon it this morning. I hadn't seen it until I just accidentally stumbled onto it. Governor of California, Gavin Newsom, tweeted out this massive troll of Donald Trump in all caps, exactly in Trump's voice, like the greatest governor ever. Oh my God. I could read it, but it doesn't do it justice unless you read it. I highly recommend it. Go look up Gavin Newsom's troll of Trump on Twitter. The greatest troll I have read in a long time. We need more Gavin Newsoms in the party. More people who are willing to be assholes.
We need more of that for sure. It is absolutely insane. So one of the posts is Donald, quote, Taco, and quote, Trump, as many call him, missed the deadline, 3 exclamation points. California will now draw new, more, quote, beautiful maps, end quote. They will be historic as they will end the Trump presidency. Dems take back the House, exclamation point. Big press conference this week with powerful Dems and Gavin Newsom, your favorite governor. That will be devastating for MAGA. Thank you for your attention to this matter, GN.
I love that so much. So much.
I do too.
Brandon and I keep pretty close track of Trump's stupid truth socials, and it's exactly like Trump. Exactly. It's so funny.
It's so funny. I love it so much. Oh, he has another one. Donald Trump, the lowest polling president in recent history. This is your second to last warning. The next one is the last one. Stand down, or now California will counterstrike legally to destroy your illegal crooked maps in red states. Press conference coming, hosted by America's favorite governor, Gavin Newsom. Final warning next. You won't like it, 3 exclamation points. Thank you for your attention to this matter. It's so funny.
I did not
all
see that
in cap locks.
I did not see that one. Oh my God, I fucking love it.
I do too.
Whomever is in charge of his socials is a brilliant strategist. I love them.
Yes. I love it so much. Well, you know what I don't love, and something we forgot to talk about, is that they're trying to change the age of which minors, the ages of 14 and up, can be prosecuted as adults. And this is a tactic to lower the age of consent as well.
Absolutely. It's so gross on so many levels.
Disgusting. So disgusting.
The private prisons that they're trying to fill up, and they've given these billions and billions of dollars in revenue. I did not know until today that Pam Bondi was their lobbyist. So that's why all these private prisons are getting these billions of dollars, and they're trying to fill them up with.
She's got some doozies then.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's lobbied for some really shitty people.
Yeah, well, private prisons is one of them. And so they're going to fill that up with your kids, homeless population, migrants, anybody who doesn't agree with Trump, all of the above. And then they want to have relations with 14-year-old girls because they're fucking disgusting.
I can't.
And it's always
I just can't even wrap my brain around any of this.
It's always the Republicans. I just did a post yesterday about another Republican in South Carolina who was arrested for child porn. Always the Republicans. Yeah. What happened to these people that were QAnon and they were saying, well, the Democrats are drinking the baby's blood, so that's why they're stealing them. Where are these people now?
I have no answers to that. But it just goes to show that they are massive liars about everything, to include Democrats.
Yeah. I mean, we gotta convince Trumpsters, though, that he's lying. That's the problem.
I think that they know that he is lying. Now, it's going to take some time for them to realize he's lying about Democrats. No, you can't even say this about Republicans, because not all Republicans, like not all men, not all white people, but the ones doing the most damage are the ones in charge that are using our tax dollars to destroy us. So we need to really fix this quickly. I don't know how much longer I can take this.
It's just going down the shitter so fast. I knew that would be bad.
Yes.
I knew it'd be fast. It's different when you're in the middle of it.
Yeah. That's bad.
Good times.
So that's all I've got.
Well, that's all I've got. And for all this bad news that we are sharing, we did turn in a Trump supporter today for accosting us. So I feel better because of that. I really do. We got out of the police department and Heaven said, "How do you feel?" And I was like, I actually feel better. I do, because I was so shaken up. I can't even tell you. But I really feel better that we're holding him accountable.
That's
at least
scary.
Hopefully, it was terrifying. It was like nothing I could explain, nothing I ever thought I would encounter.
Well, and hopefully nothing you ever encounter again. But this goes to show, sorry, I'm so sorry. I don't know why this lag is happening.
No, it's all good. Keep going.
It just goes to show, though, that, I know we've talked about, like, we're feeling more stressed with everything over the last 8 months. They are too. Obviously, people are going to express that differently. So de-escalation and really being on our guard, particularly when we're at a music festival, is going to be very important.
Hizzy Ent made a really good point that I had not considered earlier today when he said, we're up there protesting on an overpass. How many times have you seen Nazis up on an overpass protesting with their signs and their flags doing their Aryan race shit? And you don't see, middle-aged old women or overweight old women going up and beating them up. But that's what they do to us.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's the mindset of these folks is insane. That they have such
the mindset is circa fucking Roman Empire. White men suppressing anything that is other.
Yeah, you're right. But I still do feel better. So I'm going to have a good time on Saturday.
I'm so glad.
So you'll have fun traveling, and I'll have a good time at Zach Nunball's town hall. And I'll make sure to make content.
Woohoo! Awesome. Well, enjoy the rest of your day.
Yep, I'm Heather Ryan. You can find me at bitchesgetstuffdone.org. You can call and leave a message or text 515-442-0422.
And I am Blythe Potter at HoosierBitchesGetStuffDone.org. And that's pretty much the only place you can find me.
We'll see everybody again on Sunday. Apologies for the sound funkiness today. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bitches get stuff done, that's a fact.